What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Infinite Warfare video. This time we are looking at the Diamond Camos on the secondaries and the SMGs that I unlocked today, and we're going to give you guys a few tips on how to get these camos on these classes. So let's get right into what the camos look like. There will be some gameplay on some of these, but first let's just take a look at the knife. I think the knife looks fantastic with the new Diamond Camo. They didn't coat the handle, but it's got some glitter on it there, some shards or whatnot. I'm glad that they did this, but they did increase the amount of camo that is on the guns. The Diamond Camo now looks fantastic on, let's go to my favorite, which is the Epic HVR Gemini that you can get from the Saber Team 7 50th level up. This was the gun that you get. As you can see from the gameplay, these guns look fantastic. In diamond, in the sun, they just shimmer. The camo looks great. I'm glad that they decided to do that. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about the camos, the new camos. When we get to solar, we will post that, and also with Black Sky the same. Once we get to it, we will post it for you guys, show you guys what some of these guns look like in those new camos. But moving on, obviously the rest of the subs look very similar. They are completely encoded in the diamond. They've added some of that rainbow effect within the diamond itself, so I think it looks fantastic. But one of my favorites is the Hailstorm Cannon. Look at this thing. It is a beast. It looks fantastic with the diamond. It looks so slick. If we take a look at it in game, we can see that even the cartridge is diamond. It just shimmers in the sunlight. It just looks so aggressive. I love this camo. It's probably my new favorite. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the solar, but we will take a look at the solar when we get there. So I'm excited that we are closing the gap towards solar. We got SMGs done now. We have secondaries fully complete. We have assaults done, and we are moving on to shotguns. So when shotguns are complete, we will post a video also providing some tips for some of the harder guns that were encountered through shotguns. But before we get started on that, we are going to show you guys some tips that we have for the SMGs and the secondaries. Now obviously the knife is just to get in the game, start getting kills, and just get that one done. Try to flank enemies with the knife. There's really no real tip I can give you. It's just a matter of gameplay and making sure you're taking the right routes with the knife. Camping, if you really want to, is definitely a way to do it. It might take a little longer, but just the challenges aren't that hard. Now for the SMGs, the tip I can give you is for the HVR. Obviously having this Twinsanity Epic is very nice. I got this camo done in probably under 2 hours, probably an hour and a half. It was a very quick gun with the Twinsanity. As for the other SMGs, they are not difficult, but it does get easier if you use this payload, the FTL jump with the FTL rig and the power slide. What this is going to allow you to do is close the gap with FTL. Say you enter a lane and there's an assault rifle at the other end, you can close the gap by jumping towards him, sliding, and finishing the kill off with the hip fire. So that is the only tip I can give you for SMGs. Other than that, just use the variants that give you the best hip fire spread. I think the perk you're looking for is called Steady. Reduced hip spread. This is going to stack with your laser sight. Make sure you are using laser sight on all of your SMGs when you're going for these challenges. It increases your accuracy tremendously. So you will find without it, when you're going for the 50 kills with no attachments, it's very hard to get those low blow kills and very hard to get those hip fire kills. So do that one last, do that challenge last, and you can just grind out 50 kills really easy without having to hip fire. So that is the only tips I can give you for the SMGs. Otherwise, it wasn't the hardest class of gun to do compared to your secondaries. Now if we move over to the secondaries, let's take a look at the pistols. What you want to do, the tip I can give you is obviously you want to have stability for that increased accuracy towards the head. The only gun that really gave me trouble, they were all difficult because you're going up against primaries with your secondary weapon, but obviously you want to be playing hardcore for this. It makes it very like drastically easier in terms of getting these kills. It's a one shot to the head when you're in close enough range. I know with the hailstorm you can almost map somebody in the head, and if you have stability, it's very different. Without stability, a lot of times you find that your first burst of that hailstorm gets them in the chest and or the neck, and you don't get that headshot. So having that stability on it is crucial. And the only one that really gave me trouble was this one right here. This one was a struggle because it wasn't a one hit to the head unless you were very close to the enemy. So this one might give you some trouble. The only thing I can tell you guys is to flank your enemy. Always try to wrap around, play domination, play hardcore domination. Make sure you get a map with a central B location, and you want to take one of the left or the right lanes. Try to get in behind your enemy and catch them going towards B after they spawned. You can very often pick up a double or triple headshot just by following enemies into B. So that is the tip I can give you for the handguns. That is the only thing I could really give you in terms of gameplay. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the new diamond camos on these classes. And if you did, drop a thumbs up. If you want to know anything else, if you want even you want some gameplay on these tips, if you want some examples given through gameplay, just let me know in the comments below. I can definitely do that in a more in-depth video. But as always, guys, until next time, stay on the bean. You do you. Live life your way, because that's the way it's meant to be. Here's your beauties. The one that takes the cake for the hardest challenges I've ever done in Call of Duty for a specific camo. I will tell you why in just a minute, but before we get into that, I'm going to go over the assault rifle